Okay, hey, I just had an idea, and I've been wanting to do like stitch videos with, alienated kids talking about how toxic their family is, and just so you guys can get an idea of what the messaging is going on out there, because I have a theory that, like everything else in social media and with TV and programming and all of that, that is having a heavy influence on these kids being estranged from their family. So in the process, I was on TikTok and I'm looking at some accounts, and I came across this account, and she said, "Oh, hi, my name is so and so," and I couldn't do a stitch video because I guess she disabled it. Okay. Anyway, so she says, "Oh, hi, I'm so and so." I don't remember her name. She said, "I am a therapist and a boundaries coach." A boundaries coach. So I thought, okay, let's have some fun with that. What is a boundary coach? So, oh man, where did I put my thing? A boundaries coach. That's somebody that, hang on a sec. What the heck? I have too many screens open. So anyway, a boundaries coach is somebody that teaches people how to hold their boundaries and how to get people to respect their boundaries. So that, to me, it sounds like a lot of work, and it also sounds like a made-up title. So I went and had some fun, and I said, "Hey, Chat GPT, what else kind of silly little coaching titles do people have?" And he said the coaching world has gotten pretty creative and sometimes questionable. So how about a nap coach that teaches you how to take the perfect nap? That would be awesome. A hydration coach reminds you to drink water, basically an expensive alarm clock. Decluttering coach, and I get that because people do have problems hanging on to stuff, like Marie Kondo. But with a coaching fee. She does charge a fee. A pet communication coach. Oh, it helps you talk to your dog or your cat and understand what they're talking about. Like if you've owned a dog for more than, a few months, you learn how they communicate. Like my dogs, I know the difference between, hey, there's somebody outside, and hey, there's a bird, and hey, I gotta go outside. So you don't need a coach for that. A moon phase coach gives your life choices based on your lunar cycles. I wonder what about other kind of cycles that you could be a coach for. Digital detox coach charges you to tell you how to put down your phone. You want to pay me to do that? I can yell at you when you're doing too much screen time. That's a digital detox coach. And a manifestation coach sells you on the idea that you can think your way into a yacht. That's kind of funny. And then a breathwork coach, okay, it teaches you how to breathe. Go like that, and then you exhale. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, now you owe me $100. So anyway, I thought that was pretty hilarious that, people need to pay a therapist to tell them, so that they can tell them what to do with their feelings. And then they have a boundaries coach so that they can teach people how to teach others to respect their boundaries. Now, I call it a mouth. If somebody wants to treat you badly, you're like, "Excuse me, sir, don't speak to me in that tone." That is a boundary. I don't have to say, "Hey, here are my boundaries, and I'm going to put this wall up around myself so that I feel safe and protected. But my wall isn't going to be too high because I also want to be seen." Yeah, so that's what I wanted to share today. I thought it was pretty ridiculous. A boundaries coach. You go for it, girl.